What's up, guys? Back at you here from Millpond.
We're gonna do a full week this week.
It's gonna be
We're back.
Yeah, guys, listen. It's been one thing after another. Been a busy start of the new year. Everybody wants to finally get their head on straight, and the gym was busy for a couple weeks.
Died down.
It's empty again.
Who out there is not working out anymore, not eating good anymore, not doing their stuff anymore, not following through of everything you thought you were going to do January 1? Who is it? Raise your hands. It's okay to raise your hands. We won't, we will. We will call you out, and
Come on, I think...
We'll talk about you a little bit.
I think the detox was a great way to start January because it's kind of keeping you going, at least through the month. I mean, I don't know what statistics are, but I don't even think people get through January, right?
No. It's like within the first 2 weeks, it's all gone, right. I think is what it is. So
hormones.
Yeah.
Hormones.
Hormones is an interesting topic because everybody thinks they have hormone issues. It's like, even more people who I think thyroid.
Right.
Like, I got a thyroid problem. It was like, well, because your TSH is off and your doctor told you to. And it was like, well, Dr. Google also says, because I got all these symptoms that I have it. I had somebody calling just a little bit ago, like, I have neuropathy. He's like, well, I might not have neuropathy, I have autoimmune, maybe it's just a symptom, but I got all the symptoms that you guys say on Facebook, so I'm going to come in. I was like, well, listen, regardless of what it is, I can tell you this, you're in the right place, because I don't care if it's autoimmune, or if it's thyroid, or if it's hormones, or if it is neuropathy. Something is causing it, something is triggering it. In order to get it fixed, you have to fix the problem, right. Not just like cover it up with a drug, with immune suppressant, like whatever it may be, or even a supplement. Yep. You have to fix the problem, and that's what we do, and that's why we get such great results, right? So
that's so cool about what we do, man. It's like people are able to literally get off of all. I mean, they come in here on so many herbs, let alone drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But even all these herbs people are taking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how many supplements people come in here. And they still feel like crap, and they're like, but doc, I don't need all these.
Right.
No, you don't need all these. It's amazing. And the cool thing is like, even our herbs, they're full of vitamins. So, if you are taking our herbs, some of our herbs are loaded with so many vitamins. I don't take a multivitamin. Do you take a multivitamin?
Nope. I can't tell you last time I took my one a day.
My one a day, my Centrum Silver. Not that those are bad or anything. But, hormones. Guys, so, some major things that we see, I think we should just kind of hit on because these are things that, especially women, you're struggling with every day, and you think it's the norm. Why? Because your friends deal with the same thing, your mom dealt with the same thing, and so like PMS symptoms and all these things that you deal with, these hormone issues. Well, it's just the time of the month. So I know I'm going to be loading up on the ibuprofen for this week. I know I'm going to be loading up on these different things because I'm going to be scatterbrained. I'm going to have a lot of pain. And that's just what you do every month, right? But because everybody does it, and so it's the norm, guys, yes, it is common. It is very, very common, but it's not normal. You should not have to just dread your cycle every month because of all these symptoms that you get. Your body's made to have a cycle every month during your cycling years, and if you're having symptoms from it, PMS symptoms, something's not right.
What about this? You got PMS symptoms, really bad cramping, a lot of pain. This company says take this CBD oil and it will fix everything.
Yeah.
And it does, and it helps you.
Right.
The question is, was the PMS due to a lack of CBD oil?
Right.
Probably not. Does it help? Maybe. Does it help everybody? No.
Right.
The thing is like, even if it does help you, it's not necessarily fixing the problem. You are still masking things up. So just because you are symptom better, I don't even know if symptom free, right, but like symptom better, that does not mean that you are fixed. And guess what? You probably still need to get your hormones tested properly, the right way. And when you think of hormones, what is estrogen? Or how many estrogens do you have? Has anybody ever asked their doctor how many estrogens that you have?
Don't worry about that. You don't need.
No, you
I'm
test
the doctor.
E1 and 2, right? That's all you have. That's all you need. It's crazy. They don't even know. And even if you took them, like with some of our testing, you went and showed them, they wouldn't even know where to start to begin with that, except for the fact that you're still going to be on birth control. We're still going to put you on hormones and the patches and the creams and all that stuff. They just don't know. It's crazy.
It is crazy, and that's why I like infertility. Hysterectomies. All these things because. If you start getting cysts, fibroid cysts, or uterine cysts, what do they do? What's their answer? Well, let's just rip those organs out. That's pretty much their answer all the time, right? Or let's, let's put you on these hormones and hope that the symptoms go away. Like you have PCOS, right? And so let's put you on a diabetes drug because typically insulin resistance or testosterone dominance will cause PCOS, and we know that this drug is great for insulin resistance or the symptoms of, right? And so let's put you on a diabetes medication. And again, it's crazy what they're doing to these women. In the upcoming days or weeks or whatever, we're gonna put together. I got a great story of my wife's brother and his wife basically being told, maybe you just weren't meant to have kids. Can you imagine being told that at I think she's 32 years old, 33 years old. Maybe you just weren't meant to have kids. Why? Because the limited testing that they did, everything was normal. Everything was normal. And so you just weren't meant to have kids. And so she sat there and lost hope of having a family because some doctor, some guy that doesn't understand really how the body functions as a whole. And that's why we love the Swiss watch principle. It just devastated her. And for 2 years, she stopped reaching out, stopped looking for other alternatives because of what this doctor told her. So and guys, it's happening all the time. I see it all the time. My wife works with a bunch of women at school. I see it. I hear about it. It's devastating.
Yeah, so Carrie says that somebody's going to come see Dr. Shannyn because they got some problems with their hormones and they found a cyst, small orange, the size of an orange on her ovary, and yeah, that's it. Like they just want to put you on birth control,
right.
Or like it's like you had some endometriosis. Let's just do a hysterectomy. Let's just do. It's like good God, like you're literally changing people's lives today over something because it's like, well, you'll never have endometriosis again. And that's true.
It's true.
But you're going to get the problem is still there, and it's just going to show up somewhere else, and that's the real issue.
Yep.
Like just because you might not get breast cancer because they cut off both your breasts because you had a gene that they said might give you it, that does not mean that you're not going to get cancer. You just whatever was there is going to go somewhere else. Fix you, fix your physiology, fix your body, get you healthy and get you right, and that's what we want to do. And again, talking about hormones, well, yeah, you gotta test properly when it comes to hormones.
You gotta test properly, and we'll talk about what that testing looks like, guys.
We're going to go through it. We're going to show you a test, and we'll go through the whole thing.
Yep, because hormone testing is so much more in-depth than your doctors are doing. And the thing is, with hormones, very similar to like thyroid issues, it's typically a secondary issue. And so, we can find out what your hormones are doing, and we can give you some herbal support, to help you feel better and help, reduce risk of developing different issues. But again, what's causing those hormone imbalances is what we're so good at. And so, well, doc, why are you going to look at my gut? Why are you going to do food allergies? Why are you going to do these things? What's that have to do with my hormones? Well, guys, it has everything to do with your hormones because it's all about inflammation, right? And so, these doctors that are just focusing on estrogen, progesterone, estradiol specifically, one of your estrogens, progesterone, testosterone, they're missing the boat. They're missing the boat, and your health is at risk. Your ability to have a child, your ability to every month be miserable for a few days, like every month, that's just crazy. That's crazy. And again, it's just become the norm. Yeah,
and again, like the difference, we talk about the difference between like testing blood hormones, testing the proper blood hormones if you're going to do blood hormones, or testing, the whole Dutch test in the urine to get all the pathways. Because, Dr. Shannyn, if you've seen her video, Carrie, you probably have, it's like, she had no estrogen, she had no progesterone. So go to the medical doctor, what's the answer? Yeah. It's pretty simple. Patches, creams, birth control, whatever it may be, you go start doing that, but then you don't see the fact that her body shut that down because it was going down the pathway that gives you cancer. So your body says, I don't want to have cancer, so we're going to shut down all the estrogen so they don't get cancer. So you go, that doctor gives my wife estrogen, he just gave her cancer. Yep. He didn't even mean to, necessarily, but he just didn't realize what he was doing, and that's a scary thing.
Yeah, that's why the statistics of cancer today are the way they are. There's a reason why our statistics are getting worse year after year. I'm excited about this week. It's going to be fun. We got some good information coming. So
really, really good stuff. We're also probably going to throw in at one point, whether this week or next week, but a lot of people ask about the whole immune stuff and like things that we do to boost our immune system, things that we did for Jason, for Nova, for, they were sick. Did they have the flu? I made a joke the other day because we said it whenever they were sick. It's like, oh, well, shoot, should we go see if it's flu A or flu B? Does it freaking matter? It doesn't matter. And guess what? Did we run out and get flu shots? I kind of did. There's a vitamin C shot.
Yeah.
Oh, man, those ones are not fun. But, there's certain things that we do to make sure that we don't get sick, to boost our immune system. Not, I don't know, what's a good word? Not do harm to your immune system. We'll be nice.
Yeah, right. Because, guys, listen, time and place for everything. There's a time and place for drugs, guys. There's a time and place for surgery.
Thank you.
Thank God, our kids have never gone to that point. We are, he's got, Jason's 5? 5, and a brand new one. I got a 7 and 9-year-old. Thank God, they've never had to have a surgery. They've never had to have medication, right? And again, guys, we're not here saying that those things are bad. If we needed them to save our kid's life, I'd use them in a heartbeat, right? But we're going to talk about things that we can do to set your kids up for success long term. I mean, I'm jealous of my kids' immune system. I mean, their immune system stronger than mine because I wasn't raised the way they're being raised. Yep. And so, yes, we'll tell you things you can do immediately, but also like to set them up for long-term stuff.
Long-term stuff. And then again, you always got to test. Testing is so important. Testing is so like we do food allergies, and I try to do food allergies once a year because they're always going to change. Because I don't want to eat things that are triggering my immune system. I want my immune system to be strong and to be healthy, but you got to know what to eat. And it's not just eating broccoli, because I was allergic to broccoli. So I eat a bunch of broccoli, I kill myself. I tear my immune system up and I get sick. But the only way you know that is through testing. So ask questions. I really want a lot of questions. And even more importantly, if we're going to talk about hormones, can I get a raise of hand? Do you know somebody with hormone issues? Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Everybody says yes. Everybody's shaking their heads yes. Everybody knows somebody with hormone issues, thyroid issues, whatever it may be. You need to share this and you need to tag them. I want you to tag them. I want you to share this post around because what we're going to teach you this week is going to change and affect somebody's life.
Yep.
But they're not going to be able to hear it if you don't share that with them. So we appreciate you guys.
Yep. Have a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Yep.